All right, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, we are doing this episode of 7.5, which we don't have a topic for. So we're going to be talking about random ass shit throughout this episode. And well, we didn't have a episode planned because our season finale, which will be coming out next week, is going to be awesome and epic. And it's going to be about the flat earth theory. But this episode, we're just going to be talking about random stuff. And if you guys want to watch this video, I don't blame you if you don't. But Devin, like always, is with me.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, so basically this week, the unknown in DC Unknown
is really
is
going unknown. We're
yeah,
really
it's
pushing the
it's
limits. The limits. As you can
what's
see,
unknown is what we're doing here.
of the photo, that is me in the Ninja Turtle suit, and that is Devin laying on the ground. Face reveals. Confirmed.
Yep, that's me. A little bit it's been a
uh,
while since this picture was taken.
so,
We took this family hunting trip in
Afghanistan.
yeah, in Afghanistan.
Dude, I don't even know. We could talk about our own theories, like back in middle school when I had a gym class, or I was actually at a basketball team, and I went into the to the gym, and then I came back and my locker was ripped open, and someone broke into my locker and wrote all over my stuff, "Don't steal shoes," and to this day I don't know who that person was, and I never stole a pair of shoes, which is funny. So I
So let's discuss our first theory
first
here.
theory here of just random person. I'm thinking it's someone who got the wrong locker.
That's what I would. Yeah,
And
I think they got the wrong
conspiracy
locker.
confirmed, boys. I don't know who did it, but it's like whatever. It's like someone attacked me. I don't care.
And if you take that a step further, then you have to realize that the person who did steal the shoes got away with it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because I didn't have a pair, and it was weird because all my money that I had in my wallet stuff was still in it. So it's not like they're stealing any of my shoes. Devin, you got a conspiracy theory of your life?
I've got a middle school locker room
Oh God, we're starting
story.
off. Dude, I swear, people are gonna be like, "Damn, wait, what's the story?" They're like leaning into their chair. Did Devin get raped?
Oh
No,
boy.
no, Devin did not get raped. Nor
So
did
let
I.
me just set the stage right here. My story begins. I'm in eighth grade,
Hmm.
just a couple of months from leaving middle school, beginning high school,
Hmm.
and well, my buddies were just hanging out in the locker room before class. Didn't really want to go to class because it's gym class, and whoever wants to go to gym
Yeah, gym
class.
class is the worst. We're not fat, but we're just saying gym class is the worst.
That's a completely different story. It's like, why on earth would I want to sweat it up at school when I've got like periods left after that class
Yeah, exactly.
when I could just keep myself in shape at home
Yeah.
alone, and then I can, sweat it up all I want. Nobody would ever
Oh
know.
God, this is going. That does not sound right. Sweat it up alone at your house. Ugh.
Anyways, moving on.
Conspiracy debunked. Wait, what happened at the locker room though?
Yeah, so we're hanging out in the room, chatting it up before we go to class, and we had a couple of us, me included, who we had our backs to. So the way this was set up, I know you remember this, but I'll try and paint a picture for our
Oh,
subscribers.
never mind. I know where
Is
this is going.
you know this
Tell it.
story already
Yeah, I
is
know this one.
uh two like kind of like a hallway where you have two rows of lockers going like up and down the way, and then you had benches up the middle separating these two rows of lockers.
Yeah.
We had our feet like up on this bench, and then we had our backs leaning against the lockers. you know, we had a couple of heavier set guys on there, and of course then there was this other guy who were just of average weight. So we probably had like 4 or 5 of us leaning up against this bench. All of us fall off. This bench and it's cemented into the ground, and it just completely folds over and just lays flat on the ground. And we're like, okay,
This isn't even a
this.
conspiracy.
Yeah, it's just a locker room story. So what we ended up doing was we ended up just saying, well, we probably should show the gym teacher this. So we ended up just ripping it the rest of the way out of the concrete. Literally
Just
carried this bench all the way up to the gym teacher's office, and we said, "Yeah, we broke this." And
look,
I've never seen a teacher more confused than that day.
just rip the bench out of the ground. He's like, thanks.
We didn't know we were what, like 13, 14, 8th grade.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, we else to do with it. We were like, well, I guess we gotta bring this to somebody.
Conspiracy confirmed. It was them the whole time. Dude,
Yeah, my theory is that me and my friends did it.
alright, boys. This is the last one since this episode's kind of just a filler. We apologize. We will try to do less of these, but unless you like it, then we can do more of these. Our last theory, though, is an actual good conspiracy theory. At my workplace, there's this guy. His name is Larry. I'm not gonna give a last name, even though I don't even know his last name. But anyways, he is this guy. He's probably like 50 something, and he back in the day he told us that he did a bunch of meth, so he's kind of rough looking. So and he's a little bit. He's got like a beer belly, kind of not a massive one, but a bit of one coming on. And he's a taller guy. He's probably like 6 foot. Anyways, just to give you a description. Oh yeah, and white long hair too, to give you even more of a description. Anyways, he kind of looks like isn't that what that's called? A banshee. Isn't a banshee like
What?
you know what a banshee is, right? Yeah, it look he looks like a banshee. If anybody knows what a banshee is like a spirit that a female spirit in Irish mythology. Anyways, he kind of looks like a banshee. But anyways, so he was telling us stories one day when it was slow at the workplace, and he was telling us about how he got away with murder twice, basically. And I don't know if he's telling the truth. He seems like the type of guy that would tell the truth. But anyways, he was talking about like how this he was with his girlfriend at the time, and some guy came up and started giving his girlfriend shit apparently, and Larry apparently just randomly took off his belt and started beating this guy to death,
Like you do.
like you do. And of course, the weapon of choice Larry has is a belt. And he made this guy blind in one eye because he hit him so hard with this belt. And this guy's beat. And him and Larry became best friends after this moment. So now Larry and this guy are like it's super close. This is all Larry.
Girlfriend.
This is me transforming Larry into the internet because these stories need to be heard. Everybody.
What became of the girlfriend?
I don't know. He just said he broke up with her. But anyways, like you
So
do.
he beat this guy up for messing with his girlfriend, and then he's like, yeah, I don't really care about the
I don't know
girlfriend
how
anymore.
later
I
they
guess
broke
we
up,
can be
but
friends.
at the time they were dating. But anyways, then the one time he actually did kill someone, which was he said that like him and this guy were hyped up on meth and like you do. And they were in his apartment and they were both fighting for his gun and he shot this guy, right? And this guy apparently was just killed. And Larry ditched town. He went to a place far from here, and his brother calls him up and says that the cops didn't want him for murder because technically it was self-defense because it was in his apartment and the guy was on meth, even though Larry was too. But the guy was hyped on up on meth, and it was his gun. And yeah, Larry shot him and got away with it too. So this is the big conspiracy between me and Devin. We have yet to confirm or deny this. We'll bring this back into light if we do. If Larry just gets arrested one day, we know what happened. Uh, but yeah, it's a scary place. I do feel safe with Larry. Me and Larry are close.
I feel like talking about him on the internet. Hopefully he's not watching this. Like, I'm sure
Larry
he'll
doesn't have
recognize your
access
voice,
to. Larry's on welfare. I'm pretty sure he can't afford it. Nothing that like.
but
There's nothing wrong with being on welfare, folks. If you're in a bad spot, I know people who have to be on that. That's okay. That's okay. But Larry is
with
in a
this
tough spot.
podcast, it's
So
like
yeah, to
hit lists are we gonna be on?
yeah, we're gonna yeah. Apparently, Larry worked with the mafia in Chicago.
Yeah,
So
we're already on the mafia's hit list
so
probably for
yeah, we're
saying that they assassinated JFK.
yeah. So if they're coming after us before now, they're really putting the lead foot on the wheel and heading over to our place. So if this video somehow makes it out, you hear our story and you hear about Larry, everyone. Or Larry could just kill us. We don't know. But Larry seems like a cool guy.
I
I
wouldn't put it
persuade
past
him.
him.
I know.
This seems like one of those people that like allowed within like a certain vicinity of other people.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone, this is kind of
like
a
needs to,
shorter episode, really short episode. And yeah, next week, season finale, hating on flat Earth theory is it's 2019, people. Let's be real here. Flat Earth theory, come on. But
that reminds
we'll
me.
have special features from the podcast people that we are kind of duoed with in the description. You can check out their channel. They're going to be coming over here and doing a podcast, and we're going to be talking about that. And I'm hoping to set up on their channel that once we all watch Avengers Endgame, that we'll do a review on that. We'll head over to their channel and discuss it. That'd be pretty cool. Have like 2 collabs on each channel. Concluding
I
thoughts,
was just
Devin?
reminded of if you out there actually do believe the flat Earth theory and want to debate us on podcast.
Comment on this video if you want to be in the podcast, and we'll have you on the show. And
We would
if
be
you want
happy.
to defend the flat Earth theory, we would happily have you on the show. Just comment down below. It's all right.
Great
And
time.
it'll be a great time. We will be polite because we are polite people, unless we're talking about Larry because Larry's not polite. But concluding thoughts, Devin, on anything?
um,
This episode is a filler, so we didn't have a script or anything made up. So yeah,
yeah, we literally just decided, we're not going to be able to get the finale out in time for uh, supposed to go up on the day that this podcast is going up. So we were like, you know what? Instead of adding another episode to the season, why don't we just have a more laid back episode where we just kind of
ramble.
about just random stuff that hopefully won't get demonetized.
Nope, because
The viewing of children.
uh YouTube hates conspiracy theories, I guess. But
That
till
thanks, Alex Jones.
thanks, Alex Jones. And we might do an episode on Alex
Let's invite
Jones.
him.
Yeah, let's get Alex Jones. Well, that if we get big enough, but everyone who's watching, subscribe so we can get big enough to get Alex Jones on here and we can talk to him about how pond water makes the frogs gay.
You know what? As soon as we get off this recording session, I'm going to go and comment on Alex Jones's video.
Yes, and I
I'm
will
going to go
too.
say, hey, We want you on our podcast.
Yep. So yeah. Till next week, guys, for the season finale. Then season 2 after that. Everyone better be getting hyped.
Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be
Because if you
amazing.
don't get hyped for next season, Larry's gonna come after you with his belt. And well,
And he's gonna blind you in one eye and then
yeah,
force
he's
you to
gonna
be his
spare
best
you.
friend.
I don't think he forced him, but whatever. Anyways, till next week.